Hello everyone. I am recording this live, so the sound quality might not be up to par with some of my other videos. But I just came across this, and I wanted to share it because I have a very immediate and visceral reaction to some of the information here. So, I was looking at IO9, as you'll see on your screen now, and they had this headline: "The Wakanda curriculum is one teacher's attempt to take Black Panther conversations to the next level." So basically, a grade school teacher decided to come up with a sort of viewing lesson to go along with watching the film, to teach kids some history prior to seeing the film, and then some discussions about the characters and situations after seeing the film in context to the first part where they learned history. And you can download this yourself. This is available free online. I'll provide a link in the description if you'd like to go get it for yourself. But I'm just going to go through a couple of pages of this curriculum that stood out to me as I looked it over. So this is the cover page: Black Panther Film Movie Companion for Middle Grades. Tess Rader, who is a teacher at the Dulles School of Excellence in Chicago, for reference. Grades 5th through 8th, Works for High School 2, were promised. This curriculum is designed for students who are seeing Black Panther as a means to having them engage critically and thoughtfully with the film. The curriculum assumes that students, like mine, have previous experience of studying the African continent, its diversity, and colonialism. So this is supplementary, so to speak, to an already rich education in African history, I suppose. Now, the table of contents has two sections. You have a pre-viewing and you have a post-viewing. The post-viewing I don't really care about all that much because it's all about characters and situations and things like that from the film. I was more curious as to what kind of history was being taught in the first section. And I looked through it, and as far as I can tell, just skimming over most of it, it's pretty boilerplate kind of stuff about slavery and colonialism, etc. in Africa. But there is one part that jumped out at me. And if you download the PDF, this is on page 17. In this next lesson, students will understand one of the lasting impacts of slavery through studying the prison industrial complex through music. Now, the music aspect of this is not something I'm going to dwell on because it's kind of peripheral to the rest of this page, but I'm going to read most of the page verbatim, just for the sake of having your eyes pop out of your head a little bit, maybe. This is bolded and underscored. "We want freedom for all Black and oppressed people now held in U.S. federal, state, county, city, and military prisons and jails." Objectives. Number 1. Students will understand the ways in which prison is connected to institutionalized slavery. 2. Students, through music, will understand the conditions of plantation slavery and prison slavery. 3. Quote, "We believe that the many Black and poor oppressed people now held in U.S. prisons and jails have not received fair and impartial trials under a racist and fascist judicial system and should be free from incarceration. We believe in the elimination of all wretched, inhuman penal institutions because the masses of men and women imprisoned in the United States are victims of oppressive conditions which are the real cause of their imprisonment." Unquote. Key points. 1. What is abolition? 2. Why do we use a word we used for ending chattel slavery to describe our work around getting rid of prisons. 3. How can and should we connect with our community members that are locked away? Main idea. The 13th Amendment only ended slavery for those who were not convicted of a crime. We still have a system designed to dehumanize and keep black people down. Mass incarceration. We understand the horrors of chattel slavery, and we must see that incarceration is just as horrific and racist. So, this lesson plan about Black Panther is telling students that prisons need to be done away with. That everyone who is in any kind of incarceration, if they are black, needs to be released because they are inherently victims of a system geared against them. No one in prison who happens to be black is there legitimately. That is what this lesson plan is supposed to tell us in relation to the movie Black Panther, a superhero film about a fictitious king of a fictitious country using a fictitious metal to battle fictitious evil forces. I'm not quite sure how else to digest this, so to speak. I find it a little disturbing that this is what is being taught to children, or is being promoted to be taught to children. Admittedly, it is one teacher at one school, and one idea, I suppose. But all the same, the fact that this is getting any kind of press, without any that I can find so far, pushback or critique, is a little worrying. So consider this maybe a supplement to my usual Curriculum of Fear series. I just came across it today and thought you might find it interesting. As always, thank you for listening.